Well, I want to get this conversation started. We are poking the bear, so to speak, topic-wise on What's Your Work Fit today. And today's topic came out of an experience I had about 3 months ago at a Washington Post futurist conference that was all about AI and about what it was going to be able to achieve and so forth. But the burning question that came out of it was about ownership and about the idea of intellectual property. So our question to Chris is today, who owns what I create using AI? Now, what is this? This is a Mayan calendar fashioned as a all-in pizza. What do you think, Chris?
I love it. It looks great.
Okay. We talk about prompts. Prompts are what we use to engage with AI tools to create outputs. And the question that I have in terms of who owns what I create using AI is, do I own the prompt? Do I own the output? Do we not know? Well, what are your thoughts on this, Chris?
Well, first of all, there's a lot to digest, right? We'll
Yes.
start with I'm not an attorney. I'm an explorer. So, digital assets and the future of digital assets of owning and sharing things is still very much to be determined. But my experience with patent process and intellectual property in general, in AI generated anything under current legal and legal precedent and law is neither creative nor original because it's done by a machine. So I don't believe that there is a current way to own the image or the output, but the process and the prompt might be different.
Well, that's a lot to digest. There are a lot of tools out there. I think most people are familiar with ChatGPT and started playing with it soon after it hit the cosmos, if you will. There are other tools as well that use DALL-E. I mean, DALL-E is what I used to create that Mayan calendar pizza pie, which is really kind of crazy. But there are other tools as well. One is called Suno, S-U-N-O. And this one has a lot of creative people terrified. And why is that? It can create fully orchestrated music. You prompt it with lyrics, you tell it what genre you want to create, and you can create a song about your dog as a country and western hit, and it outputs in 90 seconds, fully orchestrated. There are people who have made their money as creative artists, and not just musicians, but certainly, and this is a question that Sherry gets to, how do you see AI shaping the future of intellectual property for people that are creatives?
So I think it starts with the prompt, Dan. You did a great job setting that up. The human in the loop, so to speak, is the information that you're putting into the text prompt. It's not what's generated. It's not the outcome. It's the input. That's where the human gets involved in generating any form of intended prompt. So I think it starts there.